Ladies and gentlemen, this may look like an Arcade Tokens episode, but it is not. This is something new. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fantom Fiction. Pew, 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 pew.
What is Fantom Fiction, Will?
Fantom Fiction is a nice little thing that I came up with for us to be able to tell the people what we want to see. So we saw it with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now we want to bring all the stuff that we think about that could be remakes for movies, casting for characters, TV shows, voiceovers, you name it. We finna bring it.
And video games also. And as you guys saw from Detective Pikachu, the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie, there's a lot of murmurs are they setting up the Super Smash Bros. Universe? When we heard that, we freaked out and we didn't even want to wait for them to do it.
Nope.
We want to build it right now and pitch it to y'all and see what we got. Because
Yes.
I want to see this and I think this could be amazing. This could be amazing in entertainment.
Yes, it could. So we're finna bring it to you now. So we're gonna break down a little bit as to who we think should be coming out, when Smash Bros should happen. So we're kind of just gonna be coming up with the timeline, movies, everything, the whole shebang.
Absolutely. But there's a lot of characters. So to start off, we're gonna start with the Nintendo 64 cast. I look at those as the original Avengers.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So we start off, let's just hop into it. You know what I mean? We start off with Detective Pikachu, which opens up the entire Pokemon universe.
Yes.
So I'm not sure I don't think Ash Ketchum is the protagonist in that.
No, this is somebody else. But we do get to see another character from the original Smash Bros make an appearance in there, which is Jigglypuff.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. That's
so we
great.
get to see the both of those.
And you also get to see Mewtwo.
Yes.
So a cool thing about the Smash Bros. Universe is that even though game by game it expanded, for instance, we don't get to play as Bowser until the GameCube version.
Yeah.
But we would have seen him if there was a Mario movie. So we're gonna see a lot of these characters a little earlier, which is gonna make our universe a little bit more condensed and digestible.
Yes, we are. So we're kind of doing it like if you're a Marvel fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we're gotta be coming at these things like phases. So right now, this is the phase 1.
Phase 1, which ends in the first Super Smash Bros.
Yes.
Awesome. So great. Let's just get right into it. So Detective Pikachu, first off, that's our Iron Man.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the Iron Man.
So coming up next from the original cast, who do you think deserves the second movie, the runner-up in the Nintendo series? Who makes sense?
Who makes sense? I mean, if we we got something very iconic with Pikachu. I wouldn't want nothing to battle that a little bit. So I would probably go with something a little bit smaller, but something that everybody loves.
Okay.
Which is one of my favorite characters. You should have saw this coming.
Wow.
Come on. Kirby.
You think so?
Kirby should be the second installment. But this is why I'm saying that.
Second, huh?
The reason why I'm saying that because of an idea that I have that ties in with the Mario Brothers. I think the Mario Brothers should be the third movie because of how many people it's gonna introduce.
Okay. I actually, it's interesting you said that. I always thought that Mario was good for 3 because it's an immediate blockbuster.
Yeah.
Immediate. So it's gonna work. It's super safe. So I wouldn't lead with it. I would kind of want to experiment with some other characters.
Right.
Much like Iron Man was nowhere near the most popular character in the Marvel universe.
No.
But they took a chance and it worked.
Yeah.
Which is why my second movie for me was actually Samus.
Okay, Samus.
I'm thinking that between Marvel and Star Wars and the fact that it is an insanely popular game, kids love playing with Samus, and it's nostalgic for the older people, and it's outer space. You can't go wrong with outer space and entertainment. I think that in a real life action movie, Samus would be dope.
And let's not forget, Samus is a woman because it's 2019.
Boom, you got
women
that too.
Women can do anything.
You got that too, and space travel.
Yeah.
Opens up
a whole new. So now
time warps.
Yeah.
So now you got maybe Captain Falcon in the mix, who's also in the original.
Star Fox.
Star Fox is a little cute. You know what I mean?
He
I
is.
would want like a jump into something. I would almost want to see Samus meet Captain Falcon in the same movie.
I would like to
because
see that.
they're still humans.
Yeah.
And then some type of merge before they saw Star Fox. You know what I mean? Because Star Fox is pulling up with like a frog and a bird.
Well, if we think about it, depending on how we would make the Star Fox movie, because he can either look like how they have modeled the Pikachu in the Pokemon series, or he can look like Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now imagine all of his characters looking like that and fighting.
Yeah, I agree with that because that's kind of in line with Pikachu still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it almost would make it. It would almost make it kind of not so crazy if they ran into him like that.
Okay.
If he was kind of cute and adorable, then I could see what you're saying. But we made it like a little bit more gritty with them, especially because like their story is really kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Especially like being in the like space fleet that they're in, like. There's no way that none of them have not lost somebody. They're just like, yo.
Yeah.
Like, I have such a strong feeling Star Fox is a drinker, and we just don't know it.
I can kind of see it. If you look at his character image on the 64, and you're selecting your character, he kind of looks a little depressed.
Yeah. It looked like, oh, here we go again.
Okay, so we agree that the Mushroom Kingdom is the third movie, and that whole universe is opened up. So
hold on, before we move on, can I just say that would be an awesome name for the movie?
The Mushroom Kingdom?
The Mushroom Kingdom, instead of calling it Mario Brothers, the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay, boom. I like it.
That is so dope.
Woo! Okay, so Pikachu's first.
Yeah.
Kirby or Samus.
I would say Samus. I'm agree with you and go with Samus.
So Samus is first, and can we agree on maybe a Captain Falcon appearance?
Yeah. So will we do it in the movie, or will we do it Easter egg style like Nick Fury with Iron Man?
I would not have them team up.
Okay.
I would maybe have, because I was looking. F-Zero is sort of like they're almost like Han Solo like characters. They're like merchant pilot type of things, and they race. So it's almost like how in Star Wars they sort of touched on racing. I would almost want Captain Falcon to be like a character in the racing world.
Oh, kind of like a scene.
Yeah, maybe Samus stops by that planet.
And
is involved in that with some trading or something like that in a mission or something.
Yeah.
And then maybe that opens him up to maybe having his own movie that ties in with later.
Yeah, that could work.
But I don't think Captain Falcon honestly is strong enough to have a movie right away. But
not right away. No, not right away. I don't think Phase 1 just yet. Maybe Phase 2 after the first Smash Bros. And stuff like that. But I would definitely think in the Smash Bros. Movie we get a little bit more character detail for him.
Okay.
Like kind of how like we got a little bit more, because remember like how they had to reintroduce the Hulk, with the new character and stuff like that. Mark Ruffalo. I would say maybe something like that, like where they're like, I got a guy in mind that I think we can use.
Okay, awesome. So Pikachu, Samus with an appearance from Captain Falcon, and then the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yes, the Mushroom Kingdom.
So that opens up Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, Bowser, Wario. Waluigi? Not yet?
Well,
if there was a Mushroom Kingdom too.
I would say a mention. Because like I would say we could kind of go off of how like they do with Mario Kart. You have like cities or realms that they're inside of the Mushroom Kingdom, so there could be mention of it. Like you might see like an emblem, or like when you see Mario walking down the street, you see like the spray painted Wario mustache and stuff like that. Kind of like Wario fanatics in that section.
Maybe after the cinematics.
Yeah,
because Bowser's clearly the villain of the first one.
Right.
But maybe after the credits or after the first credits, like you see like the mustache and people are like, oh, Wario,
and you hear a little laugh and it just goes off or something.
So here's the question: is Donkey Kong in the first one?
I would say yes. I would say let's take it back. Let's give him a classic. Let's take it back to the old school Jumpman when Donkey Kong was Mario's villain.
Well, that's dangerous because if you're talking about Jumpman, that's before he was Mario, so that takes away the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, no, not yet, because he could still be in the Mushroom Kingdom and then earn his status as Mario.
All in the same movie?
Well, I mean, yeah, because think about it. If you have those real two focus, like we wouldn't really focus on Luigi like that. Like Luigi would definitely be secondary, and then like Yoshi would be like they would go to the island for his help. Okay. So it wouldn't necessarily have to really be wrapped around him. It would be more of an origin story for Mario.
I would personally do that as a prequel later, or like a something that.
1 second.
So basically what you're saying is Mushroom Kingdom is kind of like the origin story of Mario, where Donkey Kong steals Peach.
Yes.
And Mario is technically still Jumpman.
Yes.
And he has to fight Donkey Kong. What I like about this is that Bowser isn't in Smash Bros. Yet. Right. So it does introduce Donkey Kong in a very main character matter, you know? Because I don't know if there'd be a character with a movie where he's the protagonist, because he can't talk like that.
Yeah, and then here's the question: do you want to see a full Donkey Kong movie?
Maybe later.
Yeah.
Maybe later. Like maybe when Diddy comes around or something like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I would like to see a Diddy Kong movie.
A Diddy Kong movie would be really dope. I feel like his voice, if somebody gave him a voice actor, I'd be more lenient with it. Yeah. Whereas Donkey Kong, I don't know if you remember that cartoon where he was singing and shit. But
I tried not to remember it.
That was terrible.
Horrible. That was horrible.
Okay, I kind of like that. So is Luigi in this?
I would say he could be featured in it because technically, if he's Mario's brother, he could be like a Jumpman. So what I would equate, and again, now this comes into the movie fiction part. Okay. Jumpman could be the name of like maybe Peach's army or Peach's like forces and stuff like that, and maybe Mario could be like a low-level Jumpman. Okay. That is sent to go get her and stuff. And then again, now you can also mix, because of like the stages of the original game, you could kind of mix where he is, which would be Donkey Kong Island, and you could mix that with Yoshi Island, which would now introduce Yoshi.
Okay, I was wondering how we were going to get to Yoshi, because I was thinking if we started with Mushroom Kingdom, which essentially introduces Mario, Peach, and Donkey Kong, I would almost want to wait until the Smash Bros. Finale to see Luigi. Okay. I think that might be kind of cool. So it's almost like Mario, we're learning who he is, and then that way when we circle back to a Mario sequel, that can be the Mario Bros. Now that we see Luigi.
I like that, because like if we're kind of doing it like Marvel did with their Avengers phase, we did have characters that we were introduced to into the Avengers movie.
Right, so and then they got a movie afterwards.
Yeah, so Luigi could be one of those people.
Although I would like to see Luigi's Mansion.
I would like to see Luigi's Mansion.
That would be kind of cool, like I would like to see the, you know, melee or brawl phase would be kind of dope.
Yeah, that would actually be real. Actually, that could be his introduction. So imagine it's like, so who else can we find? Kind of like how they went to go find the Hulk. Imagine if this scene we catch Luigi running through a hall and stuff like that, and he's shooting ghosts, and it's like he's in Luigi's mansion.
And the crazy thing is that after Smash Bros, when whatever brings all these characters together, now you can incorporate ghost Pokemon like Ghastly and Gengar. Yep. And then you can also incorporate, once we get to Ultimate, way later, maybe Castlevania, the Simon teams up with him somehow.
Yep. And then another Easter egg that can be thrown in is Bowser. Just again, a small inkling that he is in the universe. Okay. We haven't seen him yet, but he is in it. And then we're prepping it up before the next one, which would be, of course, Melee.
Well, I love the idea of the first Mario movie not being versus Bowser. I think that's crazy old school. Yeah. Okay, so if you were a Nintendo executive, do you make the fourth movie, the follow-up to Mario? Is it Link or Kirby? Mario's a big stage.
We'd have to go Kirby, just because we need the universe to breathe just a little bit after that, because that's epic. Like, that's so many Easter eggs that's gonna be put in that you're gonna see. Like, you would need to be able to, I gotta come down from this. Like, to go from that to Link, that's just my opinion. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
It is, but you gotta think, this is Nintendo. Everything's a lot.
This is true.
Everything's a lot.
This is true.
I feel like at this level, even Star Fox would have a blockbuster movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think most of them. Okay.
There's really no, and I'm just worried about what worlds are we introducing. So if you kind of think about it from the beginning, Pokemon kind of opens up this like cartoony human fusion, right?
Right.
Then we got Samus, which opens up a whole space thing. Captain Falcon, Star Fox, all of Ness. Now all these people are in the mix.
Yes.
And then with Mushroom Kingdom, now you got all of the main guys: Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Donkey Kong. You almost covered everybody. So now my concern is like, Legend of Zelda seems like it's the most separate aesthetic-wise. It almost needs that establishment, because you remember Kirby is in Dreamland and he travels from worlds on his star, which is kind of similar to Mario. Like I could almost see Kirby in that realm, or maybe even like the Pokemon realm, but Link is on his own. So unless Link was a crossover, which I think he's too big to do, I feel like he needs his own movie. And I don't know if that's 4th or 5th.
Okay, so as a Zelda fan, let me present you with these options.
Okay.
So option 1 would be we give Kirby a movie, and in the Smash Bros movie we introduce Link, and then after the Smash Bros Link get his own movie. Or we could do Link get his own movie right after the Mushroom Kingdom, and then Kirby is introduced through Smash Bros. The movie.
You know what? Kirby is our Flash, I think. Kirby with the star is the crossover element that brings everybody together. Because if you remember, in the beginning opening cinematics of Smash Bros, they use Kirby a lot. Yeah. With his star. So maybe Kirby, because you remember, the Smash Bros villain was the Master Hand. Yeah. He almost put all of these guys together like toys, which is almost like a Dreamlandy sort of vibe. Right. So if we followed up the Mushroom Kingdom with the Legend of Zelda, and maybe even in the Legend of Zelda world, maybe even the Fire Emblem people exist. So maybe we set that up for them too. So Zelda, now you got Zelda, Sheik, Ganondorf, and you have this crazy movie right after Mario. And then maybe Kirby, instead of having a whole solo movie in Dreamland, maybe Kirby's villain is the Master Hand or something, and somehow all these other people come in.
I like that. Now, but from what you're saying now gives me another idea based off of the star. What if Kirby is Master Hand Silver Surfer to his Galactus? And now what if we spread Kirby throughout all the movies as an Easter egg like we would be doing with Bowser? So imagine he's the one that's scouting everything off of his star. He's going through the Mushroom Kingdom, he's going through the Samus, Falcon, and Star Fox universe. He's researching all of them and going back to the Master.
So he's like Nick Fury almost.
Just about, but he's evil. So pretty much it's like in Marvel, Silver Surfer scouts out planets for Galactus to eat. So like in this case, the Master Hand could be his boss, and he's sending him throughout these worlds because he can travel on the star to see all of these people.
I like that.
And these are the choices that he's making.
If that's the case, I would want that to be the plot of Smash Bros. Right. Because Smash Bros just can't be like them just all fighting. Right. So I like the idea of an evil Kirby. So it's almost like you establish all of these things, and now the Smash Bros movie starts with Kirby in Dreamland or something like that.
Yeah, you can see him destroy Dreamland. Like we can get real dark into this shit. Like the first thing in Smash Bros is the hand just destroying Dreamland.
You know what's crazy? I always saw the Master Hand as translating into a person. Yeah. So instead of like literally like watching a screen with a talking hand, Master Hand is like maybe like a guy like a redesigned person who's just known as the Master Hand, and he's just like crazy powerful. Maybe he's like a Thanos looking.
Yeah, like that's how I also envision like human wise, not just I will defeat you all.
Right. Like that's dope. So now my only issue is, did we leave Star Fox out?
Well, no, because again, like we were saying, with him being shown in the Samus, it's kind of like Captain Falcon and Star Fox. Like we don't want to overload too many original movies just yet, but we've seen him already.
But we haven't seen him.
Well, you said that we'd see him in the Samus movie.
Well, we said that Samus and Captain Falcon make an appearance because they're both humans, and Fox was kind of like too cute to just be thrown in.
Well, yeah, remember we said unless we make him design like Rocket, like from Guardians of the Galaxy, if the characters look like that, so they can be able to interact with one another.
How would Samus interact with Captain Falcon and Fox?
Well, I think Samus would interact with both of them, but I don't think Captain Falcon would interact with Star Fox until then, because technically Samus is in an army and so is Star Fox. So I feel like that would be their crossover, as opposed to Captain Falcon. He's kind of like you said, the Han Solo of the group. So he's kind of like the gun runner and stuff. So the only reason why I would even see Samus involved with him is, like you said, visiting like Planet F-Zero, and then that's how they cross paths. But I can see them military-wise, Star Fox and Samus crossing paths.
I would almost want to see Star Fox join Samus the same way that Thor joined Guardians of the Galaxy, as like that final scene. Yeah. So like Samus gets her whole thing, you know, we get to see the main villain. Who's the pterodactyl?
I think so. I can't recall the official villain.
For Metroid. The Ridley.
I think
Ridley.
Yeah.
So we can introduce Ridley, and then have a scene where like Captain Falcon's like a racer or something like that. Yeah. And then maybe at the end there's like some dope ass scene where it's just like, who are you? And then it's like Star Fox, Slippy, and Falcon or something like that.
Just standing there, that
shit would be crazy.
Oh, that would be so crazy.
So now we have a universe. So now we got Detective Pikachu and all the Pokemon. Yeah. Then we got Samus with a scene with Falcon and an introduction to Fox.
Yes.
And then we got Mushroom Kingdom, which introduces Jumpman, Donkey Kong, Peach, and then we have Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
So then the fifth movie would be Super Smash Bros.
Yes.
With Kirby going to all of these places for the Master Hand.
Yes.
So now, if Kirby's going to all these places, how do we get them together? You know what I mean? Is it a beacon? Is Master Hand pulling all of these people? Is Master Hand doing a tournament? You know what I mean? Or something like that.
Yeah. Well, before we get into that, let's take a pause, because there's one more person that we did forget that we have to try to figure out, which is Ness.
Yes.
How do we include Ness into this?
Well, I think that Ness is a little kid on and aliens are involved, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that in the Samus movie, his world is introduced. I don't think we should show him.
Okay.
But I think that him being on a planet visited by aliens gives a reason for Kirby to come. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or a Samus or a Fox. I don't want to attach everybody to Samus. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a different way.
Well, I guess then Ness would have to be another person that's introduced in the Smash Bros. Movie. So I wouldn't say he needs to have a cameo anywhere else. That's just where he'd be introduced.
Well, we covered everybody else.
Yeah.
So Kirby and Ness coming in for the Smash Bros. Movie, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Because you get Kirby right up top, and then maybe Ness is like some big element.
Yeah. You know? And then, like you said, Luigi too. We get introduced to him and see Luigi's mansion and stuff. So now we technically have everybody. So
okay. Well, if the game's called Earthbound, he might be on the same world as Pikachu. And he's like a kid. So is Ness maybe a Pokemon trainer?
I mean,
it's possible.
So that's something that we would like for the fans to also let us know. Could Ness possibly do a collab with Pokemon? I mean, because he basically is dressed like a Pokemon trainer. He looks like a Pokemon
trainer. I'm not saying Detective Pikachu started us off, so I'm not saying we're going back and inserting him.
Yeah.
But in Smash Bros, when Pikachu and all the Pokemon are like hearing about this Master Hand thing, and maybe Master Hand comes with the aliens from Earthbound or something like that. And now Earth has the Pokemon, Ness, and maybe we could find a way for Samus's ship to land also.
Yeah.
So that gives us a way for Kirby and everybody to be there. Now we just need a reason for the Mario people and the Zelda people to come.
Okay. So
now we have the pipes. Pause. Mario can travel through worlds on the pipe.
Yeah. Samus and them normally fly in.
Zelda does not have the teleportation relic yet.
Yeah.
That's Breath of the Wild. So technically this is Ocarina of Time Link, and all the links are different. Woo!
Yeah.
I forgot about that. All the links are different.
Yes, they are. So that's why I was like, which one? So even though we were saying, so I guess we would have to kind of backtrack before we get to Smash Bros. Because you are the Zelda expert when it comes to this. What Zelda are you going to introduce?
No, this is Ocarina of Time.
Oh, that is Ocarina.
Yeah, this is for sure the Hero of Time. Okay. So that means he has a certain type of items. He has a certain storyline. He has the when he pulled the Master Sword out, he traveled in time. He went 7 years ahead, and then he puts it back in to travel 7 years back. That's the difference between him and Young Link.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we have time travel, but he's still in Hyrule.
Yeah.
So we need a reason for him to leave Hyrule. Now, he could team up with Mario, because right now we have a bunch of people attaching to Samus, and a bunch of people attaching to Pikachu, and a bunch of people attaching to Kirby. Maybe there's some type of way where Mario takes a pipe to Hyrule, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good question.
Because, this might get a little muddy, but is there a world where Donkey Kong goes into the jungle or the forest, and that's the same, that overlaps with the forest that Link grew up in?
I mean, it could.
Maybe it's not.
Because again, we're calling if we're mashing together Yoshi's Island and Donkey Kong Island, there's no reason why all of that can't be connected even into the Zelda realm. Like you said, like going into the forest, going into the jungle. There's no reason. Because the thing is, I think also too, we haven't established a map yet as exactly where all of this is.
Right, but I think in the Nintendo world, it's all isolated. So Mushroom Kingdom is like its own thing. Hyrule is its own thing. But they never, I guess, go out to like
explore
the planet. What planet is Hyrule on?
Right.
You know?
Like what planet is Mushroom Kingdom on?
Is there a world where at the end of Mushroom Kingdom, Donkey Kong gets away with Peach? Maybe we continue the evil Donkey Kong into Smash Bros. And maybe he takes her to a jungle and Link finds him. And now Link is like, he sees this monkey with a princess. You know, Link has the whole princess thing too.
Yeah.
So maybe he fights Donkey Kong in the forest or jungle. I mean, technically monkeys don't be in forests like that. But maybe he fights Donkey Kong, and then Mario comes and they have an interaction, and maybe they fight Donkey Kong together or something.
So
if
we were to do that, we would have to introduce Zelda into into Mushroom Kingdom, but
maybe not in that movie.
Well, no. Well, this is the reason why I suggest that, because then, like you said, the fourth one is about him. We could do it Captain America style. Everything that led up to him getting to the fight with Donkey Kong. So you could do Ocarina of Time, and that leads up to this.
So that's interesting, because at the end of Ocarina of Time, Link defeats Ganondorf and then just goes off into the woods. He goes off into the woods as a kid because his fairy Navi goes off, so he goes off to look for her, and then that goes into Majora's Mask. But you don't really know what happened in between, because Majora's Mask just starts with him asleep on the horse.
Okay.
So maybe we do Ocarina of Time. Link goes off after saving one princess. He goes off into the woods, and then just like we introduced Fox at the end of Samus, maybe he comes forward to this giant gorilla with Peach.
I like that.
And he's oh shit, and then maybe he goes and now maybe it goes to credits, and now you're like, oh damn, a fucking Link versus Donkey Kong fight is about to happen. Now when we're in Smash Bros, they're all together. Yeah. And then maybe Mario somehow finds his way over there when Master Hand takes all of them.
Well, then that could be okay. So now that we have that, we can jump back into the Smash Bros movie. So now we've established what Mario would be doing at that time. I would say that Yoshi, I guess, would still be with Mario. Mm-hmm. Donkey Kong they're trying to get to Donkey Kong, like you said. So now we have Link fighting that. So, and now we have Samus, Star Fox, and basically Captain Falcon all wrapped into one. We see how we're gonna meet Luigi and how we'll meet Ness and Pikachu.
You know what? This puts off everything a little bit, but I want to throw a wrench into things.
Okay, throw the wrench.
The same way we had 2 Iron Man movies before Avengers, does Mario need 2 movies? Like, does Mario need... Because Jumpman, if we're going to keep Donkey Kong as the villain, maybe that Mushroom Kingdom thing just deals with Jumpman versus Donkey Kong to get the princess. But maybe we need one more movie to establish Yoshi. Then maybe we need a Super Mario Bros. Right before Smash Brothers.
See, I think we should have that after Smash Bros. I think that should be the next movie, which would be Mario Brothers.
But who would that introduce?
Bowser. You'll finally get to see Bowser.
Okay.
But I do agree with you that someone needs another movie to tie things in.
Because I don't know where Luigi naturally falls in.
Well, like I said, Luigi is just in a mansion that has to deal with the supernatural.
Right, but we don't see him yet.
No, we don't see him till the Smash Bros. Movie. So that's how he's involved. So it'd have to be something. I guess you know what could happen? I guess we can have it to where Kirby rounds them up with the star.
He would have to.
He would have to round all of them up. Like finally,
maybe he lies. Maybe he's not up front. He's evil, remember?
Yeah.
So maybe he tells them we need you for this mission, but he's actually bringing them to Master Hand.
So, and now it just ties in the thing that I said of why he might be working with Master Hand. He lies and says Master Hand destroyed Dreamland and he needs their help.
You know what? The more we talk about this, I feel like we're pissing people off. I don't know if we should make Kirby evil. What if Master Hand destroys Dreamland and Kirby escapes on the star? And now he's playing a Nick Fury like, we need you. This guy is Thanosing all these video games.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Because now I don't.
As long as Captain Kirby is center of something, I'm not tripping.
If Kirby like betrays all of them, like where do we go from there?
I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind. I mean, that's the thrill of it. We gotta piss people off too and get them excited. Like that's why it's just like I see it as either way it could work. But I like the little bit of darkness in it just to go like, yo,
just to like give something different.
Yeah, and it's just like, yo, Kirby's evil. Like hell yeah, even this little pudged gumball could be on some evil ass shit. And again, he takes powers. So come on, like that just ties in perfect. And it's just like everybody wants to kill Kirby, and he's taking all of their powers too. And then imagine if he gives them the Master Hand.
Okay, let's just keep going with it then. Alright, so Kirby lies and says that this thing is destroying... Well, I mean, if he lies, then it's like, is Master Hand good now?
Well, no. So I guess we have to figure out what is Master Hand's plan. Like, why is it a
tournament? Does he want to make a collection of toys? Do we keep the toys thing? Because that's really, I mean, Smash Bros, if that opening cinematic, I guess it's canon, maybe we incorporate the fact that he was making all of these things into like little toys.
Well, I guess we can make it to where Master Hand is a massive person, like being kind of like Galactus again, and he wants to add them to the collection that he already has. So imagine if he has, like, he's in space and he has this board that's like basically a world. It's the size, it's like for us, it's the size of a world, but to him, it's like a game. And then he places us in there. It's like, if you survive, I'll send you back to your world. If you don't, you'll become one of my toys that'll continue to play in this world and fight for your life. Which could lead into the next ones of how these stories come out. Because Melee could be where all of them folks break out and it's like all kind of fucking chaos on the game board.
I have a question. There are multiple Kirbys, right? Or is there one Kirby? Is it like Yoshi where there's a bunch of them?
There's one like legitimate Kirby. Then they have like little different offsets and stuff. But there's only one Captain Kirby.
So let me ask you this. Is there a world where Master Hand comes to Dreamland, doesn't destroy it, corrupts all of them. And maybe it's not turning them into a toy, which is too cute for a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's turning them evil. Maybe this evil Kirby, after being turned, goes and collects all these people as Master Hand's right hand, and then maybe when he comes back, he dons a mask and becomes Meta Knight.
Oh.
That might be a cool introduction, a twist to introduce Meta Knight, because technically Meta Knight is a Kirby-looking character.
He is.
So maybe if he's this evil Kirby, he goes out, collects all these things, and then Master Hand is like, "You did good. You're my official right-hand general." Boom. And now he has the wings, blah, 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 evil Kirby, and then we find a way to get like some type of regular Kirby.
Yeah, Master Knight ate him. He ate Kirby.
Who?
Master Knight.
Master Knight or Master Hand?
No.
Meta Knight.
Meta Knight. Meta Knight eats Kirby, but then like it could be in like some kind of fight that they go in. It like really wounds him, and that allows Kirby to escape.
So it regurgitates him.
Yeah.
Maybe he spits out like a Majin Buu type of thing.
Yeah, he spits out the original Kirby.
Okay,
that's so Meta Knight is still there, but it's like now we got the original Kirby too.
That's super interesting. So maybe this Master Hand character comes, corrupts everybody, gets powerful, wants more characters. Now, we can all agree that the universe is Nintendo, right?
Yes.
So, technically, if this guy on some Thanos stuff has been going from thing to thing, he technically knows about Mario, he knows about Donkey Kong, he knows about Link, he knows about Samus, he knows about Star Fox, and he knows about the Pokemon.
True.
So, maybe he gives Kirby these assignments. I want you to go to Hyrule, I want you to go to Mushroom Kingdom, and I want you to go to Earth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, now this Meta Knight fake Kirby type of thing goes to Hyrule to get Link, but finds Donkey Kong too. Yoink. You know what I mean?
All of them.
He goes to maybe Mario retreats. Maybe he.
Well, I'm sure by then, like we have him searching and finding all of them and like telling Master Hand, he already knows where to round them up. Like, cause I would imagine that he's still keeping tabs on them.
Right.
And just waiting for Master Hand to go, okay, now it's the perfect time, round them up.
But they're clumping together too.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
So now
that's why
he's
he
like,
calls for it.
Samus, Falcon, and Fox are all in the same area. For some reason, Donkey Kong is near Link, which I guess implies that Mario loses at the end of Jumpman somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe Mario retreats to find his brother, and in Smash Bros, we have a scene where Mario goes to the Haunted Mansion to find Luigi or something like that. And then maybe after all this thing, you finally get to see Mario hunting ghosts too.
Can we just pause for a second and just envision the cinematics of Mario walking into Luigi's mansion and just catch Luigi running around killing a ghost, and then they both got to do it?
Well, you know what's crazy?
Oh my god!
Yo, you know, you played Super Mario 64, right?
Yes.
You know when you go to the basement and it's haunted?
Yes.
What if Luigi was doing a ghost hunting in the bottom of the castle? So now, now Mario, and now that puts aside Luigi's Mansion for a future movie. Maybe he was just like getting some booze down there.
Yeah.
So Mario now has to find Luigi. Luigi gets a whole scene where he's doing it, and now Mario, like maybe he throws Mario a vacuum, and now it's like, oh snap! Now I get to do this on some Thor with the Menologer or whatever that shit is called. Mjolnir. Never knew how to say that. But now you see Mario with the shits.
Now that you say that though, especially with the Mario 64, now I think of an even doper way to get them there without Kirby having to bring them. Or like Kirby does it, but not by picking them up. What if he gives them a gold tube, a gold pipe that comes out? Now, track back to 64. Remember when you get in the cannon and you shoot at top of the castle and you can get 100 lives?
Yeah.
That's where the light is shining up. So they go to the top of the castle, they see the pipe, jump in, but now they're in the world with all of them. And that's how he gets them there.
So Kirby gave them a pipe?
Yeah, well, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. It's a trick. But
Kirby doesn't have that power.
But Master Hand does, and there's no telling what Master Hand is powers he's given him since he's corrupted him.
Okay.
Because if he can travel, what's not to say he can make an object that can't travel? Because again, he absorbs powers too, and they don't tell him what powers he didn't absorb while he's been doing his search.
So then maybe maybe Star Fox is the only one who knows about Master Hand. Star Fox is always in space, traveling and stuff like that. So maybe that's why he finds Samus, and he's like, we're looking for these people. We're trying to find this Master Hand character. So maybe he rounds them up and they space travel there.
Well, hold on. Now that you say that, though, let's flip it just a little bit. Let's say Star Fox is looking for that. That's their mission, to be looking for the Master Hand. Who knows the real information about it and who can really get it is Captain Falcon.
Why?
Because he's the Han Solo of our entire universe. So he's the one that goes through all of those scourges of the Earth. So he would be able to find all of that shit and know, like, okay, well, this is who you're looking for. These are the people I'm gonna go ask. Because I don't know why I always picture the racing world to be like really dark and like fucking grimy and shit. Like people be just beating each other up.
Well, that's why he doesn't come off as an explorer. He comes off as like a merchant, like racing, getting money, parts and stuff like that. Whereas like it seems like in the Samus and Fox games, they're like explorers. So I almost think he's like the tech guy. Like maybe he like there's like a part or something or like a piece of the spaceship you need to like modify to get where we need to go, whether it's Dreamland or wherever the hell Master Hand is. But like I do like the idea of like them three going to Master. So everybody else like was almost like brought there and now they come to it. So maybe it's Earth.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? Because
then that would allow him, because we can still kind of do the game board thing. This would also though have to go off of the theory that Earth is flat if we do that.
What?
Because think about it, if he's like universal and he makes the Earth flat, now he can take pieces of every stage that they're from, and that's how you're fighting.
Oh, because of the flats.
Because remember, all of them are floating and stuff in the stages. So he's taking pieces of everything from their world to fight.
So then, ooh, you know what would be cool so maybe we don't come back to Dreamland. Maybe Master Hand comes to Dreamland, corrupts everybody, takes Kirby, sends him off, and then goes to Earth, tells them to bring everybody to Earth. So that means Pikachu, Ness, they're already there. Mario is now on Earth, which makes sense because in Odyssey, he's running around New York.
Yeah.
Link makes sense on Earth, and then the people on the ship, they go to Earth. So now everybody's at Earth, and I do like the idea of maybe instead of just implying that the Earth is flat, maybe the Master Hand, the same way he messed up Dreamland, maybe he just like makes the world flat.
There we go.
So now it's just like Ness and the Pokemon are like, what the hell's going on? It might be kind of cool too, is the same way he corrupted Dreamland is he corrupted all the Pokemon. So now all of these, remember in Smash Bros where you just had to fight these random things?
Yeah.
Because remember, the Master Hand could make these crystallized versions of all these people too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
the purple version.
That's right. The purple version.
So maybe he comes to Earth a little early, and now we get evil Pokemon. So now you got fucking Link fighting Charizard. Mario's going head to head with like I don't know, one of the legendary birds or something like that. You got Star Fox shooting it out with like Articuno or something. That would be super dope.
That would be super dope.
And then maybe they get the Pokemon back, and then I don't know how it happens because. To make them all fight each other, which is more for Smash Bros, maybe more people get corrupted. You know what I mean? Like maybe Link and Donkey Kong, since they're swooped up by Kirby, maybe they're evil.
Well, to make them fight each other though, so rather than making them purple crystals, what if they're still made of that, but you can't tell until they want to show you, like maybe like purple eyes or something like that, or they start glowing purple. But this would now give the illusion of I don't know which is which, so I'm gonna fight you anyway. So now that gives us a reason for these characters to fight each other. Like you can even now have it Mario versus Luigi because it's like I don't know who you are. You could be one of the ones the hand made up. Mm-hmm. And so now that brings back the fact of the fight.
what if we separated the evil version and the purple version into two acts of the movie? So what if, because we want to see them fight each other and we want to see them fight together.
Yeah.
So what if when they're first on Earth, they get evil, and maybe they're all evil, and then when Samus, Falcon, and Fox come, they have to fight these evil versions of Mario, these evil versions of Link, Donkey Kong. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's half of the cast is still regular, and so that gives them a reason to fight. And then when the good half wins, the evil ones become good again. But now by this time, Master Hand has crystallized versions of all of them. So now all the real ones can fight together, but now they're fighting versions of
the evil versions of
themselves.
Okay,
so now you get both aspects of it.
So here's the question though. Who's evil?
I think that since Fox, Samus, and Falcon are looking for them,
I would say
then maybe they stay, they show up when it's good, and then maybe the Pokemon and Ness are good because Earth. So now we have Kirby, evil Link, evil Donkey Kong, evil Mario Bros, and evil Yoshi fighting Ness, the Pokemon, Fox, Samus, and Falcon.
That would be a hard fight.
That would
be a hard fight. I'm just picturing like
the matchups.
Yeah, like Dark Link would have to be the leader.
Okay.
Like I just don't know. Like and then
just
like
with the sword and shit.
I just see him as that man.
That'd be sick.
So it's like I would say him, Samus fighting Donkey Kong versus Captain Falcon.
Woo! Because we already saw Link versus Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Because that's how that scene opens up in Smash Bros.
Yes.
So now we have, what'd you say, Captain Falcon versus Donkey Kong?
Yeah, Captain Falcon versus Donkey Kong.
Are we going Kirby versus Fox?
I ain't gonna lie, I would say Kirby versus the Pokemon.
All of them.
Yeah, okay. I would say
that's dope.
I would say Star Fox and Ness take on the Mario Brothers and Yoshi.
So maybe this is the fight. This is the big fight where Ness introduces himself.
Yeah,
just like Thor. Maybe there's a big ass lightning.
Right. Oh, you know what? And that would be so dope, just because you wouldn't expect him when he pops. Like,
right.
Who the hell is this?
I say we jump the gun and have him run out with Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah.
We might as well have the Earthbound kids like, what's up? Maybe they got like a beacon from Samus or something like that. Like any Earth people, there's a big thing.
Yeah, because anything with aliens, two of them coming and stuff like that. So that's how they knew to come here. It's like, yo, they saw it on the news. Like, yo, we saw the beacon, so we came here.
And now we have Earthbound aliens as a sub thing for everybody to fight too.
Yep.
So now we have the option of everybody fighting together. We can throw in some extra characters like the Earthbound aliens. Maybe who's some henchmen that they can come with?
Actually, there's a lot of them that you can do, because now you can also bring in the mushrooms. You can bring in the barrels. I forget who Star Fox's minions are, but those who come in, you got Samus's little minions too. Pokemon, just depending on who you want to use to bring in like that. I would like to see Meowth.
Well, if we're gonna stay true to Pokemon, and Smash Bros, we should probably do Charizard, Squirtle, and
Meowth is in it, right?
Ivysaur. No, he's not in Smash Bros.
Are you sure?
Mewtwo is. There's no Meowth in Smash Bros. ever.
I could have sworn he's
a Pokemon item that shoots coins, but
that's what I saw. That's what I saw.
Play as Meowth.
So actually,
do they count?
Actually,
technically they count.
But that could be something that what he uses to fight against them, like small Pokeballs he throws out, and he makes the evil versions of them. Like you said, like the little Meowths, the Squirtles, the Charizards and stuff.
That would be hard if Detective Pikachu showed up with Jigglypuff and the playable characters. Yeah. But then when Ness showed up, the first crossovers was he started using Pokemon from within the game as items.
Ooh, that'd be so good.
So now we have them all fading each other. Master Hand is all watching,
enjoying himself.
Kirby loses in that fight, maybe.
Yeah. So, but what's his name? Meta Knight.
Well, no. Does he have the mask on by this time?
Yeah, I would like him to have the mask on by this time.
So now Meta Knight is fighting these Pokemon.
Yeah, because I want Kirby to be there when they fight all the evil versions.
So then Kirby brings all these people to Earth, and then they get corrupted. Then he puts the mask on. Yeah. Then Star Fox and everybody come through, and then the fight happens.
Yes.
So after the fight, Meta Knight spits Kirby out, and retreats with Master Hand. Well, I guess Master Hand was never there, or they would have been washed.
Yeah, well, Master Hand, yeah, he'll get away. Like Meta Knight will basically get away.
Then all the Nintendo characters join forces, talk it out.
Yeah.
And now there's an army of crystal versions of them.
Yep.
Which is technically the bonus stages before the boss. Fight them, and then just like the movie, they fight Master Hand at the end.
Yep. So I think we just...
And that's the Smash Brothers universe. All right, so